Cool, hello everyone. Thanks for coming along. See so many people here so bright and early. I'm Ranatunga. I'm the head of mobile for Tradedoubler. We're a performance marketing network. My role at Tradedoubler is to basically try and make as much money for our clients, whether it be advertisers or affiliates, as possible from mobile. Whether that be driving customers to mobile websites or driving customers in store. What I'm going to be talking to you guys about is about mobile and what the opportunities are for e-commerce. I know there's been a lot of kind of talk in the last year about the year of the mobile in 2012. I want to talk about 2013 and how you can actually start using that latent potential there and start making money for yourselves. So the mobile phone, it has invaded our lives. I don't think I need to talk too much about this. We take it everywhere. It's omnipresent. We do a lot of stuff with it. It's very, very personal to each individual. And that really affects how we start to actually make decisions about what we buy and where we buy it. A part of this presentation, we're going to be talking about some research that we undertook across Europe. So we actually surveyed 2,000 users or smartphone users in France, Germany, Sweden, and although it does have the English flag there, that was just the UK. And we talked about their behaviour, what they use their smartphones for, what type of smartphone they had, and we tried to kind of gauge some understandings as to what that behaviour was, and therefore how can we actually translate that to actually working with our clients. So in this presentation, I'm going to be talking about the scale of the opportunity. I'll try and illustrate the fact that the opportunity is now, and it's very large, and it's just for you guys to be able to take advantage of it. We're also going to talk about understanding the mobile consumer. Different consumers, different handsets, they have very, very different behaviours. So it's interesting to understand what those behaviours are, how they change. But I'll conclude that actually those changes shouldn't necessarily modify how you approach your affiliate marketing campaigns. Also the impact on opportunities. How do you actually use the information I'm providing you and use it for any affiliate marketing and online marketing activity? Also, I'll talk about some of the barriers that are present already in the industry. There are some barriers still. It's relatively new technology. There are some issues that customers have in terms of usability, in terms of privacy. We'll be talking about those and how we can actually overcome them. So the scale of e-commerce. I think you can, like I said before, you've seen it before. There's so many stats out there talking about the size of the e-commerce market. It's massive. In 2009, less than 1% of internet traffic was coming from mobile. In Christmas this year, or Christmas last year rather, around about 30% of all traffic was being generated by mobile devices. So if you look at that increase in just a couple of years, it's astronomical. And I think if you compare that to, I guess, e-commerce in general, when we talk about, say, Amazon as one of the first affiliate marketing pioneers out there in 1994, it's taken almost 20 years to get to where we are now in e-commerce. M-commerce is taken 3 years. So some of the most important research we came out with was the fact that 71% of smartphone users are using their mobile phones to actually research products before they buy them. So this, although users are using it to call, for data, to browse the web, people are reusing it to actually affect the purchasing decisions they actually make. And 52% of those smartphone users actually use it to purchase something via their phone, and that's excluding apps. So this is actually buying things from e-commerce stores on their mobile phones. And it's not just some people testing the water. There's more than half of those smartphone users who are actually using their smartphone month in, month out to actually purchase goods and products. And it's not just one industry. This is across multitudes of industries that we've seen. And this is despite all of the issues we have with smartphone, such as 3G connectivity, the fact that probably about 40% of e-commerce clients don't actually have a mobile website. And also issues of privacy and payment and security. So the fact that over half of users are still using their mobile phones to purchase goods and products is tantamount to the actual latent potential that we have in the mobile industry. So we do really have to kind of understand the mobile consumer. Now, it really does actually vary by device what consumers are actually doing on their mobile phones. And I think what we'll find is that the user experience is very much different device by device, operating system by operating system, much more pronounced than it is actually on desktop between, say, PC and Apple Mac. And of course, the app stores as well, between Google Play and iTunes, they're mutually exclusive. So there are some big differences between them. And I think probably some of them are not really kind of rocket science. A lot of people know that the iPhone users are going to be more ahead of the game when it comes to actually trying out new technologies. But what we're saying is, I don't think we should be tailoring your affiliate program or your online marketing activity based on different operating systems. That's just messy, and it's a bit too fragmented to be able to do that. But it's worth actually understanding that there are those differences. And I think probably the most important thing, if you're looking to put an online marketing campaign on board, and also an affiliate marketing campaign, is that you really need to get the tracking on board. Without that, you've got nothing to start with. So if you do have a mobile site and you haven't got affiliate tracking on board, you haven't got analytics on board, then that's the first thing you should be looking at. So iPhone users, they stand out against Android, against BlackBerry, against Windows as the most engaged with their mobiles. They, more than anyone else, they research their products before they buy them. They use their apps. They browse websites, and also they have a propensity to purchase that's much higher than any other type of operating system. And why is the question I probably we need to ask. There are various theories. It's as an operating system, it's been consistent since the first iPhone. So people are used to the actual user experience. And also, iPhone users tend to be early adopters, so they're more willing to take a risk, if you want, to actually use those new technologies, to purchase through them, and to try things out. Android, they have a much lower propensity to purchase, and I think that's kind of seen from there, almost half the rate of purchase than iPhones. But I don't think that's necessarily a negative thing. I don't think it's something that you can actually discount Android. The fact is that the vast majority of smartphones in the market are Android. It's around about 60% to iPhones, 30%, with another 10% between Nokia and BlackBerry. So they represent the mainstream, and for many brands out there, many advertisers, the mainstream is their core audience. So although they have a lower tendency to purchase on their mobile phones, that will increase, I believe, as time goes on, as people start to get more used to the platform. It's the same as online banking. 5-10 years ago, no one trusted online banking. Look at it now. I think most people are on online banking at the moment. Also, BlackBerry. To be honest, the BlackBerry slide is pretty monumental, and so whether you should be looking at targeting BlackBerry or even Windows Phone. I guess Windows Phone is probably a bit too early to talk about that. The fact is, this is a two-horse race really between Android and iPhone, and I think that's reflected in the fact that BlackBerry users are even less likely to purchase than Android users, almost like a 25% less propensity than Android users. Tablets, and whether you want to call tablets mobile or you want to separate them out, they're certainly not desktop. And the key for tablets, I think, here is that they really have a massive propensity to purchase on those tablets. How they use them is slightly differently. They're both mobile, but most people use them either at home in front of the TV as a second screen, in bed, and they're sometimes seen as a laptop replacement as well. So around about 24%, from our research, 24% of respondents in the UK have a tablet, and most of them are going to be an iPad. And a further 18% have said they've got the intention of buying an iPad in the next 6 months. So this is becoming quite a significant area for marketers to really concentrate their efforts on. And if you look at I guess I saw some research actually the other day from Marin that expects by the end of 2013, the conversion rate for tablet will actually eclipse desktop for searchers. So it's becoming a significant part of anyone's strategy. Whether you call it your mobile strategy or you call it your just general e-commerce strategy, it's something that we have to really bear in mind. The average order value as well for purchases that happen through tablets is significantly higher than on mobile. The conversion rate is significantly higher than mobile. So you kind of see that there's a lot more to take into account than just your laptop or your desktop back say 5 years ago. Different platforms, different screen resolutions, different types of context in which customers are actually engaging with your brand, with everyone's brand. And this probably can be seen no more than in the actual mobile purchase journey. So people are basically using their mobile to research what they buy before they buy it. And that's probably the biggest thing that we found from this research is what that's actually done in terms of the actual user journey. So back in the day, I mean not too far back in the day, but people used to look to research either in the store, on a catalogue, or online. And then they would either consult with someone at home and either buy it in store or online. What mobile has done, and tablet, is completely disrupted that actually traditional purchasing pattern. And that's kind of what it looks like now. People are looking at researching not only at home, not only at work, but also on the go, when they're waiting for their train, when they're on the train, when they're commuting to work, when they've got free time. And so how customers engage with your brand and how you have the opportunity to market to those customers is suddenly much more varied in terms of it's not just about banner ads, it's not just about emailing your CRM, it's about really taking advantage of all the aspects that mobile offers. And I think this is the key thing here. It's that we talked about 71% of all consumers are researching what they buy before they buy it. And I think probably the key thing here is the fact that it's convenient. And so the convenience aspect of mobile phones far outweighs the disadvantages of a small screen, connectivity issues on 3G, which I think we all appreciate, usability issues with websites. The fact is they're still convenient, and people can start to use those mobile phones in store to research what they want to buy, to go to a store, see a product they want to see if they can find it cheaper elsewhere, see if there's a product review for that. So they're really using it in a very different way. And 52% of people, smartphone users, are using their mobile phone to research products on a monthly basis. When you look at high earners, that increases further. Under 35s, even further. And of course, iPhone users, 72% of iPhone users on a monthly basis research what they want to buy before they buy it. And I guess smartphones can be used anywhere, really. I mean, they're just as likely to be used at home or in the office than they are out and about. So 63% of smartphone users use their smartphone at home to browse the web. 31% of people do it at work. And I think it's key here is also the fact that for almost 1/3 of smartphone owners, their device is actually the preferred method of researching what they want to buy. Rather than their laptop, rather than their PC, it's about their smartphone. They use that because it's convenient, because it's mobile, because you can take it out into a store, take it out to the high street, kill time by searching for what you want to buy. And that's really the power of that actual mobile phone. And what they use their mobile phone in terms of research differs depending on where in the purchasing process they are. So at the start, they may be browsing on the website or so on Google to figure out what they want to buy. When they go into the store, they may be using their mobile to figure out whether they can get a better deal elsewhere, whether they can actually find any voucher codes that they can use, whether they can see if there's a QR code to get extra product detail from the store. So there are lots of different ways that people are using it to affect their purchasing decisions. But the key here that I want you to take out is the fact that they're using it for research, and because they're using it for research, there's an opportunity for you to affect what they want to buy and where they want to buy it. And this is from the research we got that this is relevant to all industries, relevant to all sectors of the online economy. Although yes, there are going to be some areas that are going to be really lend themselves to the mobile phone. I mean, apps is obviously the prime example where nearly 60% of people are downloading and purchasing apps on their mobile phone. But ticketing services, travel, books, there's an opportunity for all industries in there. It's about how you approach the mobile and how you approach how different it is as a marketing channel. And if you can get that right, then you can start to actually take advantage of it. So I've kind of put three key tenets of mobile marketing. It's about immediacy, simplicity, and context. Mobile users want something now. That's why they're using their mobile phone for it. That's why they're not waiting to get back home to open their laptop up. They want to actually find an answer, find a solution for what they want now. Simplicity, it has to be simple because of the nature of the screen, the nature of the fact that someone's on the go. They want that answer now, they want it to be simple, they want it to be spoon-fed to them. And context. The fact is that people use their mobiles on the go, so they are trying to engage with potentially your brand or your competitors' brands in a certain context. It's not just about where in the purchasing process they are, it's about where geographically they are and what context is that they actually want to use your brand. So it's really important to get those three, or to keep them in mind when you're thinking about how you design your website, how you actually start to look at your mobile marketing strategy, and also how you actually approach your affiliate marketing strategy in particular. So there is a real opportunity for mobile as a driver of in-store activity. I'll be talking about online activity as well, if for anyone who's not, who hasn't got any kind of in-store activity there. And these are all the kind of things that the customers are using their mobile phone for once they're in store. So they're looking at location-based offers, they're looking at QR codes, they're looking at being able to get voucher codes, they're looking to try and get value, or to make sure that they're getting the maximum amount of value from their for their purchase as they possibly can. And they're using their mobile phone as their trusted tool to enable them to actually do that. So as you can see, there's a really kind of intimate relationship between the customer and their mobile phone. And therefore, for you to be able to take advantage of that intimate relationship and the trust they have with their mobile phone is a very powerful tool. And as you can see, as they get in store, as they get closer to the actual purchasing decision, they actually start to differ the way they actually interact with their phone. Rather than looking on, say, Google and looking to see what they can get there, they're actually looking at product-specific codes or discounts, etc., or looking at price comparison to ensure they're actually getting the best deal. So what do people actually do as a result of the research they're doing on the mobile phones in store? Well, luckily enough, 35% of them actually purchase in store as a result. But of course, that means that there's a lot of customers that aren't purchasing in store, and so I think probably the key here is the 20% that 20% of people actually switch stores, and that's quite frightening. But it's also an opportunity because it means that there's a massive gap between the potential of hand-holding those customers in store to make sure they do purchase and what we're actually seeing at the moment. And the affiliate channel is a perfect channel for that. We can start using voucher code affiliates, using geo-targeting affiliates to enable you to actually communicate to your customers whilst they're around your store or in store, to ensure that they actually push home the marketing message to actually get them to purchase with you guys rather than your competitors is very powerful indeed. And we've done this with various clients of ours at Tradedoubler. I think also what customers want to do is they want to be able to see location-based offers. They want to see QR codes. They want to be able to make sure that the offers they're getting, the information they're getting in store, is adding value to them, is making sure that they're getting the best deal there. And they are. And I think probably, although this is less than 50% of customers, this is actually a growing percentage of customers that are willing to engage with their mobile phones to ensure they're getting the best deal. And I think that's probably the key to take out of this. Is the fact that this is a growing propensity of customers to do this. In 2013, 2014, we'll only see this increase. So it's not just offline activity that mobile is great to drive activity to. Mobile is a bridge between the online world and the offline world. So it can bridge that gap so that you can start to drive customers online, offline. But it can also do the opposite. It can drive customers online to your website. And if you haven't got any offline presence, there's still an opportunity for you to take advantage of geolocation functionality, especially with the affiliate channel, to drive customers online to your store. It's just about finding the context. It's about finding the immediacy. And it's about finding the way of actually relating to that customer to drive them back to your store. So, as you saw from the previous slide, 25% of customers, as a result of researching their purchasing decisions on their mobile phone, actually end up purchasing on a mobile website. And so there's a real big opportunity for you to take advantage of that. And for example, we worked with one client last year in the pure play online client trying to purchase or try to advertise to their customers via the affiliate channel to drive those customers to purchase via their website. So they're a train ticketing company. We used geolocation offers via the affiliate channel in a group of 100 stations, 100 train stations around the country, when people were in the context of either travelling for a train, waiting for a train, commuting, and then showed them an offer that allowed them to save money on purchasing those tickets online. So you can see that immediacy, that context was there around it, and we saw a big uplift in that activity. One of the biggest success stories for us is our work with the Body Shop, and we work with them in a myriad of ways on their mobile marketing activity. We drove customers in store by offering voucher codes and offers that could be redeemed in those stores. So we trained up those customer service agents in the stores to enable them to actually to show them that when a customer showed them the voucher code, they understood how to use that, how to process that. We batched that all back and then paid affiliates out on the back of that. We saw some massive uplift from that. In fact, in Christmas last year, in 2012, a traditional drop-off period for online marketing is just after the last delivery date at Christmas for any retailer. It just bottoms out. No one's going to buy anything unless there's a very good sale. No one's going to buy anything for Christmas after last delivery for obvious reasons. So what we try to do was take advantage of the fact that, okay, if we can't deliver online, let's drive customers offline into store to actually purchase via their stores. So starting to use geo-targeted codes via the affiliate channel to drive customers in store. We saw actually an uplift in overall sales via the affiliate channel through the Body Shop, as opposed to a massive drop to virtually nothing. So it was a significant win for us. But what we also did was we drove customers online as well. We made sure that we had I guess what you'd call an omni-channel campaign. So we tried to make sure that we were device neutral. We didn't care whether they purchased on their mobile phone, on a desktop, in store. We just tried to make it as simple a customer journey for those customers as possible. That's one of the key tenets I've talked about previously, is about simplicity. For example, having the same voucher code functionality and database systems on the back end for you guys as a retailer is really important, because if a customer sees, say, an email either from an affiliate or from yourselves, but they can't use it on desktop, they can only use it on mobile, or vice versa, that's not a great customer experience. So we need to make sure that it's a very fluid experience for them. We didn't care whether they went in-store, online, on their mobile phones. We used mobile as a bridging for their marketing activity as a basis of that. And as a result, they were actually, we did win the Effective Mobile Marketing Awards Best Use of Affiliate Marketing in Mobile in November last year, which was tantamount to the work that we've done with them. And consider apps. You may or may not have an app. I'm not going to tell you whether you should develop an app, but if you do have an app, if it's transactional, then you should be doing something about it. If it's if it was a key part of your mobile marketing activity, enough for you to actually put the resource, put the budget into building one, then you should be making sure that you're marketing it through the affiliate channel. And I think the most important factor here is the fact that there is tracking available. We have tracking, for example, at Tradedoubler, to enable you to track downloads of your apps by marketing source, by marketing channel, and to track in-app activity, i.e. sales via those channels. So whether you're using PPC, display, using your own CRM services to drive customers to download your apps and purchase via those apps, you should be bringing that into the affiliate channel as well. If you've got that tracking in place, you can start to use affiliates to drive downloads and transactions within those apps. It's a really powerful tool, because at the moment, I mean, I saw some research from Flurry, who are an analytics company in-app. They're valuing the app industry as $10 billion in 2012. Forrester Research has shown it to be about $38 billion by 2015. In comparison, the affiliate industry in the UK at the moment is said to be worth £800 million. So there's a massive opportunity there for us to take advantage of. So barriers. There are barriers. I think anyone who's got a smartphone here and try to use 3G knows there are barriers, but it's just interesting to see what those barriers are. Security and privacy are the key ones here. I think customers would buy more if we could actually make sure, or rather as an industry, show it to be secure, show it to be a privacy to be of tantamount importance to us. And as I said, this was actually a multi-market piece of research, and what it shows is that for the UK, for consumers in the UK, the key aspect here is that they want their mobile sites to be optimized. No one wants to have to pinch and drag and try and find the bit of information that they want to buy. They want it to be user-friendly, much more so than any other aspect that's holding us back. So about 40% of all the top 100 companies in the UK don't have a mobile-enabled website. That's kind of almost criminal, you could suggest. And they want mobile payment mechanisms. So I was saying that there's an issue they have with payment security. That doesn't mean they don't want to engage with it. They just want something that's made for mobile. They want something that's going to make it easy, simple, and secure for them to actually transact via their mobile devices. And it's not surprising that there's frustration out there at the moment. And I think that the positive thing to take out of this is the fact that a little stat in the corner there, of those that have actually have not purchased, 39% of them said they would purchase if it was just an easier journey and made it easier for them to actually purchase online. So as an industry, if we make mobile more accessible, I think there's a lot of value that you can take out of it. And I think take advantage of mobile. Don't try and actually see it as the same as desktop. It's not. It has different functionality. It has different limitations. It has different opportunities that you really should look at when you're when you're building your website, but also when you're actually engaging with your affiliate activity. When you're trying to design a strategy for your affiliate marketing activity, take into account geolocation. Take into account all the aspects that mobile offers you that you don't have on a desktop. And make sure it adds value. Make sure your affiliate activity adds value. Engage with price comparison. If you don't have a product feed and you're, say, a retailer, then you really need one to get ahead in mobile. If you've got product reviews and you've got a bricks and mortar store, then make sure that you're offering those customers when they're in your store those product reviews, so they can actually reinforce the sales message to them whilst they're in your store, and provide location-based offers. Even if you don't have a store presence, there's still an opportunity for you to be able to take advantage of geolocation to drive customers online. And so conclusions, I think that hopefully you can see that there's a really big opportunity for all of us to take advantage of mobile. It's a growing industry. It's already huge in its scope. I was talking about 30% of all online traffic and sales coming from mobile in Christmas 2012. That kind of shows where we are at the moment. It's not something that's got latent potential. It's something that's actually happening right now, right here. And I think that as an industry, it's not so much about taking a larger slice of the industry. It's not about going up against your competitors for the same traffic, the same customers. It's not a zero-sum game at the moment. There's an opportunity to take advantage of taking traffic, sales from your competitors, but also growing the industry as a whole. And I think that's it. I mean, we are pushing against an open door here. Consumers really want us to take advantage of their mobile phones and to really drive value there. So it's really up to you guys to look at how you can develop your online marketing activity, and specifically your affiliate activity, to take advantage of that. That's it from me. Does anyone have any questions? No? Too early for questions. Okay, well, thank you very much. I hope you have a good day for the rest of the day. Thank you. Cheers.